Hey everybody, Juno 2000 here, coming at you with a movie rant on this movie that I have not reviewed yet, the 2018 Halloween. And I know some people say that they love this movie. I'm cool with people that love this movie, to each their own. I'm cool. I'm also ranting on another motherfucking movie that's more worse than this, but I'm just gonna rant on this one first because I just think this movie is a bit overrated, and I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion what I feel about this movie. And I know a lot of people love it, and I'm cool with people that love this movie. There's some people that even would say that this is their favorite one in the series, and I'm cool with that. Like that's cool. Anybody's entitled to their favorites, their ranking. We're all entitled to opinion. And yeah, this is my rant on this movie, which I think is overrated in this Halloween series. Is the 2018 Halloween, and this movie stars Jamie Lee Curtis, and this one is like 4 years later. It's a rebooted sequel that ignore all the sequels because it's refreshing, like it's supposed to be its own thing, but the movie just goes on with Easter eggs bullshit, which kind of annoyed me throughout the movie. And like, it's supposed to be its own fucking thing, but why the fuck is it referencing other movies from the franchise? Which is ridiculous. Like, that's not being a fucking reboot. You're just Easter egging all the stuff from the sequels, and it's supposed to be ignoring all the fucking sequels. I don't know. That's just fucking stupid what they're doing. But I'm like, whatever. But the movie is a rebooted sequel directed by David Gordon Green, as I call him, Dickhead David Gordon. Dickhead David, because my friend calls him like something because he hates these movies too. That David Gordon Green, he calls him Dickhead Gordon Dickhead David Gordon Green because I don't know. It's just David Gordon Green. He did a few okay comedy movies, like Pineapple Express. I would say is his best movie that he made, but it's not one of my favorite comedies because I like Superbad more than that one. But Pineapple Express wasn't that bad. But like he's more of a comedy guy, and of course he was trying out for this one. There's some shots that are well shot in the movie. Like I do give credit. I did like the shot where Michael is in the hot when he goes back to Haddonfield, and you get that one shot take where he's going through the neighborhood. He bumps into kids, and then you get the Halloween music, and he's going to the house and getting something from the garage like a hammer or a knife, and then he cuts or kills a neighbor old lady, and then he goes to another neighbor's house and kills a young lady, and then looks at the baby, doesn't kill the baby, and walks away in that one shot scene. I did like that shot scene. I'll give credit. That was a well shotted scene. I don't know if David Gordon Green directed that scene, but did not do a bad job in that scene. That was a well shotted one shot scene. Because one shot scenes are pretty well shotted in movies because like they're really unique, especially like in 1917, that movie by Sam Mendes. That was a really good, well shotted movie, one shotted movie, war film. But Halloween 2018, ignore all the sequels, which is a bit frustrating for some fans that love the franchise. Like, Jesus Christ, like, why are they going to ignore the sequels? Because a lot of us love some of the sequels. Like, I'm a big fan of the fourth one, and I still would rather watch the fourth one over this overrated film any day. But this movie is 40 years later. None of the sequels didn't happen. Michael Myers is arrested, which explains more in Halloween Kills, which I actually like that one more. But they explain that in Halloween because they're gonna make. You're wondering what the hell? How did they capture Michael? Well, Michael was captured at his own house by the cops after he killed one of the cops, and then he goes on where he wants to like do more carnage, but he's captured and then he's taken into custody. And then 4 years later, he's in this maximum prison with crazies and mental institution people. And then the movie opens up with these podcasters that are fucking idiots throughout the movie. Like, these are the stupidest fucking characters. Like, they go on to sneak in the original mask, not getting it confiscated. Like, hey, why the hell are you bringing the original mask? Like, where the hell did you get that? They're not confiscating it, so they are allowed to bring the mask. They go inside the prison. They go in this chessboard, which is really weird chessboard floor where all the mental institution are locked up in chains and they're placed in each chessboard square black squares, and Michael's in one of them. So one of the podcasters goes in front, and because I have it right here. Yeah, it's this dumbass dude, one of the podcasters. He's holding the mask, and then he's like trying to tell Michael Myers, "Say something, Michael. Say something." And the movie opens with the opening credit, which represents like the 2018 version of John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's Halloween that opens up the movie with the pumpkin, which is okay and cool, but and the music is not that bad by John Carpenter, but Carpenter doesn't really care for none of the sequels. He was there for a paycheck, and I don't know. I disagree with him saying about Halloween 2 is an abomination. I fucking disagree. I think Halloween Ends is more of an abomination piece of shit, which I already ranted on that motherfucker. But this one, it opens up with this dumbass dude opening the mask and trying to, and he's like, it's pretty much his motherfucker's fault that he instigated Michael Myers. Like, it stinks a lot to these two dumb, and of course, he also has another podcaster as his girlfriend, and these two are dumbasses. They're fucking idiots. They instigated Michael Myers, bringing his mask, say something, and then they go and interview Laurie Strode, and she says fuck off to them, and she doesn't want to be interviewed. And of course, Laurie Strode is played by Jamie Lee Curtis, looking like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons. And they try to do a shitty recreation of her post-traumatic stress syndrome from like how they did in H2O, but it was done piss poorly here, and it just didn't feel like it was that well executed, well shot it with Jamie Lee Curtis acting, because her acting is kind of tiresome here now. Where in the H2O, she showed more emotion and more realism into her in her issues of dealing with Michael Myers that's fucking her mind up. But this one, it just feels piss poorly, and she just looks like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons. But the movie goes on where she has this family, and she has a daughter, which is not played by Danielle Harris. It's played by Judy Greer, and she's playing this character named Karen, who's Laurie Strode's daughter. And this has got to be the worst character in the Halloween franchise, because Karen is the most annoying, obnoxious character to just get through. Like, and Judy Greer was highly miscast in this movie. Like, they should have just gotten Danielle Harris back in this movie, and it could have been a lot better. But no, they don't want to reference the other movie, so they didn't get Danielle Harris. So they got Judy Greer, who was horribly miscast. Didn't feel like she didn't fit the movie at all. Her character is actually annoying throughout the movie. And there's some parts that people get hype about the character at the end, which I'll get to, which is a ranty part of the movie too. But the movie goes on with the family, like Laurie Strode's family, like her daughter Karen, her husband Rick or Rip, whatever the fuck his name is. The only thing I remember about that asshole is like he has that dick joke where he goes, "Oh, I got peanut butter on my penis," because after he messed up and spilled peanut butter from the mousetrap that he was trying to make. It's a shitty recreation of that tie scene from the fourth movie. You know when the dad gets his tie in the cup of his coffee and he says, "Damn it." It's pretty much a shitty recreation of that scene, but more cringy, raunchy comedy joke with it. And it wasn't that funny to me at all. It just felt stupid and really dumb. Like, I know some people laughed at it, but I didn't laugh at it. It was just fucking stupid. And it didn't feel like a laughing punch to it. Like, it didn't feel funny. It just felt random and just cringy. And of course, her daughter, like her daughter's daughter, the granddaughter, Allison, played by Annie McCod. Her performance was okay. I don't know. I wasn't really impressed with the actress that played the granddaughter. And besides, the character was pretty much just a 2018 version of Laurie Strode. Like that's what the granddaughter was pretty much doing. I thought the actress was okay, but like she didn't really blew my mind or anything. But her character was average. But the Karen character that Judy Greer plays was one of the worst characters in the franchise. Like easily one of the worst characters. And of course, Michael Myers having his transfer of being escaping after he made the bus fall or something. There's some bullshit thing where it's Laurie Strode that caused the truck to be in an accident, or it's Michael Myers caused it. I don't know what the fuck was that debate bullshit is, but fuck that debate. The bus was crashed, and of course it makes sense. They're on a bus because that was the original line from Dr. Loomis that Donald Pleasant says in Halloween 4. How many people in the bus? But it was an ambulance instead. That was the original plan. It was supposed to be a bus, but instead it's an ambulance. But um, there's a bus that expands and it falls down. And then you get this character, Dr. Sartain, who's one of the shittiest fucking characters. Like, another character that even sucks, that because Karen's another character that sucks that I hate in this movie. But this character is such a piece of fucking shit. I hate this Dr. Sartain character. But he gets his dumbass self shot by the boy, which I did laugh at that part where the boy's like pointing the gun, shotgun, because he's like with his dad. They're hunting. They're coming from a hunting day, and he goes into the bus, and then he sees Dr. Sartain and poof, shoots the fucking idiot in the arm. Like, I did laugh at that part because I did not like this character. So it did make me laugh, but the kid just ran back to the car and he gets killed by Michael Myers. And this is the only time that Michael Myers killed a kid in this movie. In Even in the franchise, this is the only time he killed a kid. So like, I'll give credit, that was ballsy because most movies are so pussified nowadays they can't do that. Not that I want Gits getting killed, but like it gives you an impact, like shows you that the villains don't give you sympathy. They're like zombies. They're like fucking vampires. They don't give a fuck. They all just kill you. Especially zombies. Like zombies are not gonna give a shit. Like, oh, there's a kid. I'm gonna not kill him. No, they're gonna fucking eat the kid, rip him apart. That's why Michael Myers, he's full of evil. So like, he kills that kid in the car, breaking his neck, and I think he kills his dad too. But he takes that truck to go to like a motel, a bus. No wait, it was a gas station where he goes to, and he sees the two dumbasses podcasters that are there. And first he goes and kills a mechanic that steals his mechanic suit, and also you get the ice chest the ice chest place that you see that was in Halloween 4. It's the same looking design, the same logo of the ice chest from Halloween 4 from the diner. So like a lot of Easter eggs, fucking bullshit throughout this movie. He kills the two dumbasses, podcasters, and they fucking deserved it because it was their fucking fault that they instigated Michael Myers in the first place. So fuck them dumbasses. He smashes the podcast dude in the face with the bathroom stall, like smashing his face until all his teeth are cut out and punched out by the stall, and then he goes and kills the other podcast lady, breaking her neck, and then getting the mask from their car and putting the mask on in that scene where you see in the trailer he puts the mask on. And of course you get that one shot scene that goes on after that scene, which I do like that one shot scene. And then the movie goes on where Allison's at this fucking party at school and she's with her dickhead boyfriend who becomes an asshole to her in the movie. And of course, she is all pissed at him and she leaves with her other friend. And then she has another friend that's babysitting this character named Julian, who's a funny character. I'll give credit, the Julian character was pretty funny. But that blonde babysitter girl, like who's like Allison's friend, she gets killed by Michael Myers by a sneak attack by trying to claw her with the knife and then stabbing her in the back. And I think she even kills the boyfriend too that came over. But Julian was a smart one to just say, "Oh shit," and he gets the fuck out of there, out of the house. Like he's the smartest fucking character in this movie. Like he's like, "Oh shit," and he gets the fuck out of the bed and just gets out of the house, not looking back. Like that's a cool character. He's not fucking around. Like I'm not staying around seeing the babysitter getting killed. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But you don't see that character no more, which kind of sucks. You used to see him appear in the as a TV. You get an interview on TV radio in the second movie, but you don't see that character no more, which sucks. But he was the smart one. He got the fuck out of there. But of course, that blonde babysitter gets killed, and her boyfriend gets killed, and then Allison was her other friend, and then he's trying to get moves on her to have sex with him, but she slaps him and gets away from him, and then he encounters Michael Myers, and he gets his chin and his head punctured under this gate, this steel gate rail where it has like this sharp pointy stuff on top of it, and the movie just goes on with some very, like I'll give credit. That was a brutal kill because like the pin of the metal thing is under his chin and it's coming out of his mouth. Like that's pretty fucking brutal. And of course, the movie goes on where you get Officer Hawkins, who's played by Will Patton, and I like Will Patton, and he's another character I did like in the movie too. Will Patton, Officer Hawkins, was a great character that started off in this movie, and then what pisses me off is when they meet up with Allison, and then when you get the stupid fucking twist that Dr. Sartain is a fucking psychopath, and he stabs Officer Hawkins in the neck, and then stabs him a few times in the gut, and then runs him over. When this movie was out, and we didn't get the kills, because of course in Kills they debunked that he's alive in the second movie. But it was before that movie ever came out. It was when this movie came out. Like when that part came out, I'm like, fuck this stupid fucking character. Like, why did they kill the Officer Hawkins character by this piece of shit Dr. Sartain character? And there's some people that love this character, which I do not fucking understand why this character is liked. Because he's such a fucking idiot character. And such a stupid fucking doctor that talking out of his ass like, oh, I want to embody the power of Michael Myers. All that bullshit that he says. But all in all, because he takes off the mask and wears Michael Myers' mask. And when Michael Myers wakes up from being unconscious and throws the motherfucker out of the car, punches him, and stomps his fucking head up, where of course you get that brutal kill. You stomp his fucking head like a melon. And I'm like, fuck that piece of shit character. Like, thank goodness Michael killed that fucking idiot. Because that character is such a piece of shit character, like, in this franchise. Like, it was so stupid. Like, the twist was not that surprising to me. It was such a dumb twist. Like, the character was an idiot in the first place, so like, he thought that he would embody Michael Myers, but it backfired and it bit him on the ass, so fuck that idiot. And Allison makes her attack after Michael stomped that dude in the head like a melon, and he kills the two dumbass cops that are goofy cops, and I think he makes their head into like a jack-o'-lantern that lights it up, and I think Karen's husband finds him, and then he gets killed too. And they're meeting up with Laurie at her house, because her house is set up like a trap. So they have this battle with Michael Myers at her house, and they're trying to stab him, slash him, shoot him shoots his finger off. He's trying to slice him, get traps around him to get caught by the pipes or sharp pieces of pipes that trying to stab him. And then you get this scene with Karen, like, which a lot of people thought this was such a badass scene where, oh, mom, and then Michael comes up, shows the gun, gotcha. I did not understand the fucking praise of that scene. That was just fucking ridiculous. Like, what was cool about that? That was just really cringy. But the movie just goes on where they're trying to fight Michael Myers. They stab him, they slash his hands, and they trap him in the room, and they set it on fire. And of course, they get away by going on the truck. Laurie Strode stabbed, like, his wound from the battle, because she got stabbed and cut through the battle. And one leads to another. They're making it out, and then during the end credits, you get the breathing. Because, of course, you get Halloween kills and Halloween ends because he's still fucking alive. He didn't fucking survive the fire. I mean, he didn't. He did survive the fucking fire. It's like how Halloween 2 ends, where he got burned and he survived it and he got into the Halloween 4. But all in all, it's just, this movie fucking sucks, and I say fuck this character, Dr. Sartain. He's a piece of fucking shit character that has sticks up their asses and makes you itches. Yeah, fuck this character. And you know what? I'm glad he wasn't alive. Because some people were like, bitch, like, oh, he should have been in the second movie. No, fuck this stupid fucking character. He fucking deserved to get killed because that's what he gets for trying to kill Officer Hawkins, who was a great character. And we're stuck with this piece of shit character. I'm glad Michael Myers killed that dumb fuck. But yeah, and then also he killed these two idiots too. The podcasters that fucking started this mess. Yeah, fuck this piece of shit dumbasses. And I'm glad they got their comeuppance too, like Dr. Sartain. Like, these are dumb fucking characters. And yeah. This is a review of 2018 Halloween. I think this movie is overrated, and I just don't care for it. I just don't care. This movie, I don't think it sucks, but I think Halloween is worse. That's a piece of fucking shit. But this movie blows. I think it's overrated as fuck, and I don't know. But that's cool if anybody loves the movie. To each their own. I respect anybody loves it. But have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching, and take care.